What's going on, everybody? Shane here with Vulgar Display Gaming, and today I'm joined by Chris, the frontman of Dead Heat. How the hell you doing, brother?
I'm doing fucking good today. This is
Hell yeah.
been a good day.
You know what? That's how I want every interview to start off. It's a good day. You're fucking doing great. There's nothing but good things in the Dead Heat camp. And I want to start off. Congratulations on signing to Metal Blade. How's that been?
It's been sick. I mean, they've been sick with this. Like, obviously, we've just been waiting for this album to drop to be like full on with them, and then like actually like taking us in. Because like for a while we were signed by them, but we weren't on like the website or anything. I was just like,
Yeah.
when's the name gonna drop on there? When are we official? But yeah, obviously with them, I'm so excited to put this album out. I feel like it's gonna reach plenty more people than our other albums or something in the at least in the metal crowd and that in general.
Oh, absolutely. Like, before I get into the sound evolution with this album, which is great, I want to talk about the title real quick because that is itself is a heavy title. Process of Elimination. Did you come up with that title through a process of elimination?
That actually it was a song I wrote like maybe 5 years ago, and like it was
Nice.
it was probably gonna be on Endless Torment, our last EP if we had it in time, but I just didn't have the right song to put it to, and I it was always one of those things I was like, I ended up rewriting it a couple times, but yeah, it was in my head it was like the most lyrically like poem I had to like structure, but it was just basically like it basically in the end it's like, oh, someone's gonna die. Is it gonna be me or is it gonna be you?
Hey, isn't that life?
Yeah, and that's what inspired the album cover too. Like you see like two people going into two different tones. Like, oh, is it life? I mean, it kind of looks like the Holocaust thing if you can't think about it, but I don't. I'm not uh, not trying to do that. Yeah,
Uh, I-
but like that's the kind of thing that remind me of like just kind of like death chambers. Like you choose what you're gonna do with your life, and that if it's gonna are you gonna live it or are you gonna fucking give up on it and die?
that's what I was going to say. The album art itself is, art in itself is subjective to the listener, to the person who views it. But that's what I got out of it. It's like you're choosing your own path. You're going to choose correctly or are you going to waste it?
Exactly.
Um, and like you said, this album was gonna hit more with the metal crowd. You definitely leaned more into the metallic sound away from your crossover kind of hardcore sound. Um, how was it going into this album like that? Were you like, you know what, let's make it heavier, let's give it more riffs?
Well, definitely. I feel like always been our process too. Like our as a band, like we've always gone just a little heavier every time. Like in certain ways, like especially with just our influences. Like we get different influences every couple of years. Obviously, every band does. But like for this one, it was like I feel like we were more into like some black metal, some death metal stuff, and like just a little bit of mix from everything that was just like a little bit heavier than what we were listening to before. Because obviously we were like to start off, this band we were listening to like Leeway, Cro-Mags, very very New York hardcore stuff that we were just always bounced off of. And then like later on, it became like just more obscure. I mean, still New York hardcore, but like Crumb Suckers. But then DRI, more into the thrash part, like going into like um yeah, like DRI pushed off from that and we went into like creator style or something like a little bit just like a little bit more and more into like what it became to be heavier.
I mean, hey, I even read that you even had some like unusual influences from classical Mexican singers on this
Oh
album.
yeah. I mean those guys, if you listen to like the songs, it's all translated just to what we're going through right now. It's like it's like or like you hear like narcos corridos, which is like them just talking about drugs and fucking doing their own shit and being the boss of their own things. But I'm like that kind of influenced me too. It's like or like yeah, there's just songs like that that it's more inspiring than you think when you listen to it later on in life. Cause like I grew up listening to Mexican music. My parents are from Mexico, but like I listened to that shit all the time when I was young. I didn't really get it until like I got older, and I'm like, man, I get why they listen to this. Like this shit kind of bops, you know?
You know, uh, Speaking of all the influences and everything, unfortunately, there's some rough times going on. And I know you push back against, always call out racism, corruption, greed, fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're pro any of that, I don't know why you're in the scene to begin
For
with.
real.
But how was there any specific moments? I mean, there's a bunch you could choose from, but anything you're really honing in on when it comes to your lyrics for this album?
This I don't know, for some reason, like, I try to be as broad as I could with this because I want as many people to understand what I'm going for. I'm like, I want people to hear the lyrics, not necessarily take it as like, oh, what is he saying first? And then like, oh, this is what I actually wrote it about. Like all these topics. So like, so they're not put off with anything. Like, there's so much fucking racism in this fucking country. It's so stupid. And there's like, it goes on without saying. Like, there's shit that shouldn't be going on everywhere and around the world. Like from genocide to fucking corruption, you know. But I feel like everybody understands that, and these lyrics aren't far from that. So you people with the right mind would understand them.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better than myself. Music to me, this kind of heavy music is an outlet, and it's always helped me, decompress with fucked up shit going on.
Yeah, for real.
you know and I do want to say, especially from coming from Endless Torment to this album, was there anything that you were like you wanted to bring over from that, because it was a pretty, not a big gap, but like 2 year gap, so you guys again had all your influences, you're listening to a bunch of stuff. How do you still keep the crossover sound?
I mean, obviously we kept it going, but yeah, we had two new members join in after Endless Tournament, basically. So that's what helped us push the new stuff. What it is, our newest guitarist Ricky, he's our lead guitarist, but he had a lot of help with making and transforming the new songs into what they are. He had a lot of ideas, which helped us too. Like we bounced off of that, and it basically just helped us keep going with the Endless Tournament vibe. Like that EP was basically our intro into this. I feel like it's the same style but different.
Hell, I mean, I could definitely see again, I've talked about the step up from it, but you kept your same sound by sounding heavier, you know?
Yeah,
And how was that tour earlier this year playing some of these new songs with Cavalier Brothers?
dude, it was sick. Like the songs went over really well with people. People fucked with them. So I mean, it was really enjoyable. And then like uh everybody on those tours sick too. Cavaliers sick. You know, all those people that we toured with on that one, everybody was like comforting and like it felt good to play all your new stuff and they were like fucking vibing with it. So that was a good push off of what this was. So that made us feel better about putting this album out and like having like just people already fuck with it before that. Some people are like trying to like you see people trying to sing lyrics like already, you're like, all right, well, it's gonna go that way.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're playing songs before they were even released, the studio releases. What more can you expect than
Yeah,
people being stoked on it?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope people fuck with it.
Hey, I mean, I am. And
Fuck
with
yeah.
this new album coming out tomorrow, actually, and you got the new tour coming out with 200 Stab Wounds. You looking forward to that? Like, are you gonna play any other new songs off the album?
I mean, yeah, we think we're gonna play like maybe two newer ones that we haven't played yet. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna try to push that. Just play most of our newer songs. Still some of our old bangers, but like I'm excited to do that. I haven't been out in the road in a minute, maybe a couple months now. So I've been getting that itch, and I feel like with 200 Stab Wounds, they were great every time I've seen them. So then the last time I saw them was like in Sonic Temple when we played with them.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'm excited to do this. It's gonna be a sick one, I think.
Hell yeah, I'm in LA, so I'm definitely gonna catch the LA date down
Fuck
here.
yeah,
I think that's 1720.
yeah,
But,
in
you know,
times.
hell yeah, like thing is, Dead Heat shows are always insane. I've seen you guys a few times. You got the crowd surfers, you got the fucking stage divers and everything. Uh, what do you think the craziest song off this album, the new songs, do you think people are gonna fucking react the same way?
Um, I'm
I mean,
hoping they just go off more. Like I hope it just gets that like two times. You know,
hell
I just want
yeah.
more vibe.
Hell
But yeah,
yeah.
I feel like these songs have parts now where like people just like feel that shit. You know, like there's a part where like just the down break and you're like, oh fuck, I got to do something.
Hell yeah. I feel like these are more moshier songs,
Yeah,
rather than like
more palatable for sure.
I mean, I love hardcore, I love crossover, I love thrash, I love that, I love it all. But yeah, these songs, like I said, just even from that vibe, like you're talking about, I definitely see more moshing in the
Yeah,
future for these shows. And I definitely want to ask about how was it working with Paul? I mean, he's a fucking got quite the resume. Did he
yeah.
help you fine tune this sound? Did he add anything to it?
I mean, Paul was good. He didn't push us as much, like to the point where like he was like overbearing or anything. Like he helped us out with like ideas and stuff, and would just be like, oh, like just basically like if you're gonna do something, give it your all with it. Don't half-ass it, because if you're gonna half-ass it, don't do it. Like he would just be like very stern about things, and then like give us random ideas, like, oh, throw this in, like a random like sitar or something, like some random things that we never thought of. And he has such a like a collection of things that to use too. So like, and his studio is crazy. So it's just like one of those like live studios. So everybody's in a different room playing something, so you can see what's going on. It's like every old school like documentary that you see of like them in the studio. But that's how it felt for us. So it was really cool to work with him.
Hell yeah, were you guys using any new gear or anything? Like, you guys use classic tube amps still, or y'all going
Yeah,
more to the
we still use
digital
tube amps
routes?
and
Yeah.
everything. We wanted to keep that sound for sure. Uh, threw in some random like synth everywhere,
Yeah, I was gonna
and
ask about that.
random like drum stuff that we just all wanted to like do our own little Sepultura kind of thing on.
Hell yeah.
But
It
yeah, we just had little ideas that he made helped us out with.
Hell yeah. I definitely was gonna ask about the little synth intros and outro kind of things. I definitely dig that. It gave me like kind of a horror movie
Yeah,
vibe. Did you get
yeah,
any
definitely.
were you like, hey, I wanted to sound like, this or I wanted to sound like that?
I don't think there was any like plan of how we wanted it to sound. We're just like, it came out naturally. I think Justin, our guitarist, is the one who like basically did most of the synth and stuff on that. Like him and our bassist guitarist Vince, they just worked on that for like a little while. Just like I remember I was at work and I had to come after that, and I came and they're just like, oh, we made this. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, where did that come out of? Like, but yeah, they definitely helped make the vibe of that.
Hell yeah. Like
It's
like I
like
said,
spacey and shit. So like
yeah,
nice.
it's really got that spacey horror kind of vibe, but
Like I want people to use it in like movies in the background.
oh yeah, and like, all right. So again, this album I absolutely love. I can see the crossover sound there with a lot of the big chants still. Those are always there. That's like a staple
Yeah.
right there. Are you gonna we gonna expect any deep cuts, like maybe one or two songs on the tour?
I mean, deep
Older
cuts.
songs? Yeah, like older tracks. I mean,
Oh, I
obviously,
mean,
yeah.
shit. Shit that we always play that like always bops. Like we've already established a couple songs that everybody loves, like the song "Eyes of the Real," or like
Oh
our
yeah.
first banger "Pay the Toll" is like my first like Slayer type scream song. So I was like, I can't do that anymore, but we still try. But like those songs, and just ones that people fuck with the most. We try to switch it up every now and then because everybody loves variety.
Hell yeah. And you know what? I can say, when I was looking more into you guys, because I always got to do like a deep dive and kind of try to do some kind of research. I was like digging deep into the Nardcore scene out in Oxnard and everything. How does it feel that it's getting more recognition? There's a lot of newer bands still carrying on that flag. Is there anybody we should check out? Got to support the scene still.
I mean, there's so many bands right now in the Oxnard scene that I could say, but like obviously like our little brothers in Tirana, those Watch You Fall is a good one. Uh, there's there's so many, to be honest. Detach. Um, yeah, literally, if you look up VCHC for all you listeners out there. Um, look up VCHC. You'll see all these bands that are play all the time, but every band is so good nowadays. Like I get afraid of like what we can do next because I'm like, damn, these bands are fucking pushing it, and it makes me so proud to be from where I am now. Because like obviously I've been doing this for like now 20 plus years. I want to say I'm 36
Mhm.
now.
Oh
But
yeah.
I remember getting into the scene when I was like 13, 14 as a kid, you know. I was that little teenager fucking trying to make a band. And at the time it was like hardcore, melodic hardcore, you know, like kind of stuff. But that shaped me, and like I went to like a bunch of shows every day, and like at that time like the scene was dying, it was going in and out. But I went to like hardcore shows, and then like I think Sound and Fury popped up, and that showed up in Ventura, California. So that's like my backyard. So I went to that, and I started going to those, and that was like a different scene at that time too. So that's like 2007, 2008. It, anyways, after that there was like a little progression where nothing happened, and then like I wanted to make something, so I made Dead Heat, and then we started having a bunch of shows every weekend. Like basically, another scene started coming up, but then after that, we stopped doing stuff here. But then everybody from here picked it up, and it just like it became to what it is now, and it's a flourishing scene. Like we have so many kids come out every time for every show.
Oh yeah. I'd say just heavy music in general is like seeing that resurgence, and
Yeah,
especially with hardcore, and especially with this crossover scene coming
yeah,
along, you know. I'm very excited to I love it. I love seeing all these new bands pop up. I've seen you guys more than a few times now. You never
hell yeah,
disappoint. And I've seen your progression, and I'm stoked to see you all continuing this you know, growth.
fuck yeah,
Um all right, Christian, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. If you're all watching this right now, the new album is out. It came out October 10th, and there's a bunch of different vinyl copies. You know, they're going on tour starting November 3rd with 200 Stab Wounds, going through the 15th, as well as you guys are playing For the Children out here in LA, too.
hell yeah, yeah. So if you do catch us on one of those shows,
Be sure to go say what's up. You going to be at the merch booth, or you're like, nah?
I'm always at the merch booth. I'm fucking everything.
Hell yeah. I like to hear. Chris, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I hope the tour goes well. I know I'll be seeing you at the LA date.
Hell yeah, we'll see you there, man.